Amex is about to reset this market. What's up, guys? Luke here with Luke's Points and Miles. We've seen so many changes lately in the credit card game that it's tough to even keep up with, and we still have much more to go. Very soon, guys, reports say that September 18th, Amex is going to refresh the Platinum and maybe even the Platinum business cards. Now, here's how significant this is. Just saying the Platinum carries weight. Now, we in the game, we know better, and we know that it is a card for certain folks, and for others, it's just not. But we all agree that there is a king that sits upon the throne, and it's not the Chase Sapphire Reserve. It's not the Citi Strata Elite. It's not even the Capital One Venture X. Now, those are all great cards, and I'm not saying anything negative about them. And there's a good chance that a card like the Venture X is a much better fit for some of you than the Platinum. But let's make no mistake, the Platinum card from American Express is the most complete travel card in the entire credit card game, and you really have to work hard for any argument for any other card. 2 major hotel chain statuses, hotel purchasing programs, protections, insurances, offers, and let's not forget Amex, and the Platinum in particular, lives in another world when we're talking about customer service. Now, let's talk about what is about to happen. Chase brought to market a much anticipated Sapphire Reserve refresh. Some folks loved it, some folks don't. It's a great card, but I don't think very many people are amazed with the changes. And let's keep it real. The strategy wasn't exactly groundbreaking. It was a straight ripoff. Citi, in my opinion, missed an easy layup after getting American Airlines as a partner. Citi, just make the Strata Elite as close to the old Prestige as possible and we win. They made a card that, even if you'd like it, you have to admit, it's not setting any trends and it's not doing anything special. Capital One, at least as far as I can see, the best thing they've done is nothing. Keeping it around in what is very close to its original form. They haven't followed trends, and I think we all hope they don't. Fingers crossed. Now, what about the Amex Platinum that embraced the coupon book strategy? And according to numbers, millennials and Gen Zers have really fell in love with it. Well, the CEO himself told us they're continuing this, and their saving grace is, well, we might not love it, but at least Amex is good at it. September 18th, there could be a major refresh with the Platinum, and let's get 2 things out there right now. 1, the annual fee is going up. This is Amex. Of course the fees are going up. If you don't like it, grab a Fidelity 2% card and go do your thing. Second thing to get out of the way is there will be credits. If high annual fees and credits aren't your thing, this card might not be for you. Probably won't be for you. On the flip side of things, there will also be value. This is where things seem to be shifting just a bit. We all remember the Platinum being a monster travel card. Lounge access, travel insurances, hotel status, and hotel booking programs. High multipliers on flights and hotels. But it seems Amex wants to get closer to a lifestyle card. This is where the audience might seem to split. Can us travelers tolerate lifestyle credits to maintain our travel perks? Well, that is the question, isn't it? We all love the Platinum at $550. Most of us begrudgingly made the leap to $695 because we found a way to use the credits, and well, because we travel, and this card can really change our traveling experiences. Now, we enter a new territory. $895? I guess we'll find out soon. I'm going to give you a hot take here, and I'll say the $195 authorized user fee sucks, but I think all that lounge access is absolutely worth it if you're a traveler. Centurion lounges might be crowded, and we might not be happy with them right now, but let's keep it real. They're still pretty good. I think the Delta Sky Clubs, they're underrated right now, even with the caps. Guys, lounges are great benefits. And then there are Priority Pass and Plaza Premium lounges. Well, for me, they have potential to change a travel day from awful to not so bad to maybe even good. Sure, there are restrictions, and that's something that's going to be personal to everyone. I think it's also going to be a case-by-case basis on how easily you can use the credits, and this is where I think we get off course in the credit card game. I don't think we should ever value any of these credits at face value unless you can honestly say that no matter what, you would 100% be spending in this exact way. Take, for example, the rumor is we'll be seeing a Lululemon credit. How does that look personally for me? I don't have any products by this company, and the credit being broken down quarterly, the rumor is $75 quarterly for $300 each year. I will likely purchase some pants because from what I hear, they make great products, but at the end of the year, can I value that at $300? Let's say I love the pants. Great, but I wasn't gonna buy them, and they are like $150 a pair, so I'll be spending money. So to use the credit, I'm spending $600 yearly and getting that $300 back that I already prepaid. Very tough for me to value that at $300. The Resi credit is another good example, $300. This is easy to use depending on how the credits are given to us. I will have to spend more than $300 and I'll receive $300 in a rebate. Is this a good thing? A bad thing? Well, here's how I see it. And I think we need to be honest with ourselves. Depending on your spending power and the way you travel, how much should you be shelling out for a credit card? My example, the Platinum card at $895 plus $195 for an authorized user card. Let's be honest, we need to pair the coupon book with the food card, so the goal is going to be $325. I'm prepaying $1,415 into my travel budget so I can change the way I travel. If I ask myself, is $415 worth prepaying? Well, yes, for me it is. I have a decent income and I travel around 10 times a year, and yes, these cards do enhance that travel to a point that makes me very happy. How much of that $1,415 can I get back? Well, if I'm playing the game, probably all of it and more, but if I couldn't, let me look at this in an overall form. I'm getting status at Hilton, which will get me between $25 and $50 per night at Hilton. Gold status might be mid-tier, but it also gives me a boost on points earnings at Hilton's and at Marriott stays. I stay at fine hotels and resorts, especially when I travel to New Orleans, which is a regular trip for me, and I use it for my anniversaries occasionally. Remember, that status and the FHR benefits, they normally stack. That's a lot of value that doesn't normally get posted to every YouTuber's balance sheet. Depending on your spending habits, Amex offers can truly wipe out that entire annual fee. That might be a matter of luck, but I do get hundreds of dollars in savings from Amex offers every year. And last but definitely not least, I'll bring it up again, the Amex customer service. Customer service has bailed me out of so many tight spots, most of them being my fault. So there have been years where Amex customer service has saved me $1,000 just by going to bat for me against some of these merchants. So am I saying the cards are worth it without using any of the credits? Well, not exactly, but I am saying I don't believe the annual fee minus the credits tells the whole story here, especially with American Express. Here's a good example, and I do want your opinion. I was in Miami once, and long story short, it was really late in the evening and we had a 4-hour delay. During a long travel day, how much of a difference is that 4 hours in the lounge or in the terminal listening to Adam J's kids cough and wipe their nose all over everything? I don't know that dollar amount, but the value for me is very significant. And here's my final factor. Let's include the Amex Blue Business Plus here for an all-around trifecta for our everyday spending. And since the Blue Business Plus is a no annual fee card, it doesn't even move the price point. This trifecta is not perfect by any means, but it does earn 5x on flights, 5x on prepaid hotels, 4x on dining and groceries, and 2x on everything else. You might need a second Blue Business Plus if you're a big spender. Sure, there are several other categories we're missing, and obviously we'll always need a Visa or MasterCard with no foreign transaction fees in our wallet. But the Amex trifecta, while being relatively expensive, man, it covers a lot of ground. And I think Amex can provide all these things that we might not get from a Citi or a Capital One because they are so profitable. See, Amex service never to me seems to be about the bottom line. It seems to be more about pleasing the customer. So cynics can say, well, you're paying for that service. And I would say, yeah, you're right. And I'm perfectly okay with paying high annual fees for what I've been getting from American Express in the last 5-6 years. Listen, guys, I get as frustrated with the coupons as anyone else. I try to automate them, ignore the ones that don't work, and I never value them at 100%. No matter what. But I'm also someone that enjoys what I do get from American Express. And for me, the price is right, even if it seems a little ridiculously expensive on the surface. It's just different for someone that is constantly using the cards and the perks when they're traveling. So to summarize this take, I think Amex is about to blow the competition within the luxury travel space out of the water. I'm honestly optimistic with this refresh, and it's because I've accepted the fee hike and the addition of the lifestyle credits. I like this setup so much, I may have to sacrifice annual fees somewhere else to come back to my roots of an Amex focused setup. Guys, tell me what you think in the comments, and if you stayed all the way to the end, I thank you and I appreciate every single one of you.